Good morning, Soul Embodiment Tribe. Brigette, Patton here with Soul Massages, and I just got, I had somebody come and give me a massage, so my hair is a little crazy today, but I just thought that it would be a good demonstration of what self-care sometimes looks like. Also, I wanted to touch a little bit about what it looks and feels like to hear from your soul. And this sometimes is what that looks like. But more importantly, words. When we're hearing words that maybe are in our awareness and now they're popping up. Maybe we're seeing the words on billboards. Maybe it's coming up in conversation and that kind of thing. So the first thing I want to touch base on is vibrations and vibrational frequencies. Sorry about that. Anyway, my connection is unstable. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about the vibrations and frequencies. So when you move from, I don't really like using lower and higher vibrations, but in this realm, that's really the only way that I can describe it. So if you can imagine a lower vibration, such as fear or sadness or anger or something like that, those are destructive energy vibrations. Those are what help break things down so that we can create something new. So there isn't a bad or a good vibration. So I want to be very clear about that. I don't talk about negative and positive. I don't talk about good and bad. It's just, it's an endless evolving process that's happening when we are ascending. And when I talk about ascension, I'm talking about our consciousness expanding and our ability to hold the light or actually channel the light through our body for a longer period of time. So, back to the language. As we expand our consciousness and move into higher dimensions and higher realms, we get new words and new language that helps us describe the vibrations we're feeling. So understand, first and foremost, the higher you get in your evolution and your understanding of source, you're going to start communicating differently. The words that you use, the language you use, I'm not talking about you're going to stop swearing and stuff like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when I say something like alchemy, or I talk about, connecting to the divine. A lot of this stuff isn't new. It's not new language, but your usage of it will be more consistent and more frequent, because what's happening is you're moving into energy that it can't be described with the same language that we've been using, just because of the vibration that the words carry. So one of the members of the group asked about the word reinvent, that this word is coming up. So first and foremost, I want you guys to feel inside of your bodies and see what these words mean to you, because that's what's the most important. And if you can really trust that inner compass and what that inner compass is communicating to you, then it will make it easier to interpret the words that you're hearing. So that's the first thing I'm going to say. The second thing I'm going to say is a lot of different words describe the same frequency or vibration. So the word reinvent is a creative energy. It's an energy where we're taking one vibration and we're moving it into the physical reality. So when you're reinventing yourself, for example, you're releasing and letting go of belief systems, illusions, distortions, projections, anything that you can imagine. You're letting go of that. And the reinvention of yourself is really actually a reconnection with source. And you never lose your connection with source, but your awareness of your connection of source shifts. It allows you to interpret at a higher level what source is communicating to you. And the closer that you get to your connection, or the more aware you get with your connection, the more involved you are with your soul and what your spirit is asking you to do, the easier it is to make those decisions instantaneously when you feel that energy in your body, and not have to know why, and not have to know how, and not have to know what, and just trust that that sensation is coming to you for a reason, and that source, as long as you keep your awareness in check, source is going to lead you down this path and through whatever situation or experience it is that you're meant to go through, so that you can expand your understanding. So when you can expand your understanding of language and words that you're connecting with and you're hearing, that gives you the ability to transmute energy more efficiently and more effortlessly. So that's what all we're doing here. We're transmuting energy. We're feeling one sense of energy come through. And as human beings, we have the power to use those energies and create. We get to create our reality with these energies. And that's what's so exciting. That is what is so powerful about what we're doing here on planet Earth. So my invitation to each and every one of you guys today, and until the next video, is to really tune into your bodies and see what that message is on a higher level. Because it doesn't matter what level you're feeling at, you can and are able to interpret it from source perspective. And it doesn't matter if it feels uncomfortable or if it feels inspirational. Both of them are a message from source. It doesn't matter which one you want, what category you want to put it in, but every single emotion that we have means something to our compass. It's part of our navigation system. And I know I say this in every video, but it's important that you guys understand that the reason that we're experiencing the things that we're experiencing is to guide us. So if it's a heavy sensation or emotion, that is an opportunity to release a belief system that is out of alignment with our inner being that is always connected to source and is an extension of source energy. And it's our ego that wants to fit in with the human experience and with society and whatnot. So we take on these belief systems so that we can fit in and survive. So right now, I want you guys to all realize that there is no need to continue carrying those belief systems around. So go inside of yourself and discover which belief systems need to be released in order to make room for source energy. And if you want assistance with this process and really be able to get to that place of interpreting this data on a high level, that is what my Crack the Safe course is for. This is what happens just by being in the same energy together. Because you guys your body is going to take the frequency that I'm emitting, that I'm transmitting to you. It's going to channel it through your body, and your brain is going to interpret it at your understanding, at your level, and what you need to get out of it. That's why every message I do, you can listen to it over and over again and get something different out of it each time, because those vibrational frequencies are hitting at every level. Because this is source energy, and source energy can speak to you wherever you are at on your journey. As long as you're open to understand, as long as you have this part of yourself open so that you can interpret what that is and you're not blocking, and I don't really like using the word block, but you're resisting what is coming in from source, because this right here has had a pattern for such a long time that it makes it challenging to shift out of it. But the more you are able to float, the more you are able to connect with source in every way, the easier it gets and the more effortless the flow is. Yes, you're still going to be a human in your human body. No, you're not going to have to change your lifestyle. You're going to want to change your lifestyle, because that's what source does to us. Source shows us the highest possible vibration we could be living in. Source shows us the highest possible experience we can have here while serving ourselves and serving others at the same time. We can't see all of that from our human perspective, but source can. So if this is something you are interested in, please reach out to me. I really encourage you to listen to that inner prompting, and we can have a phone call. We can talk about it and see if this resonates with you to work together. If not, keep listening to these videos. Your frequencies are going to increase anyway, and at some point, we'll likely end up connecting and working together, because that's one thing that I have noticed, is that all of you guys end up reaching out at some point, and it's just a matter of whether you're in the realm to be able to receive that next level or not. So I hope that you guys have a beautiful weekend and just enjoy that source energy that comes into you. Enjoy your humanness. and your humanity, and have a beautiful, beautiful day. I love you all.